Pro tip. This is how you do a low Kurast run in under 13 seconds. Use telekinesis to activate the waypoint, then teleport to the chest, use telekinesis on them, do the same thing with all the chests, then go back and do the same with telekinesis, save and exit.
Gaming. Gaming.
Hello everybody, I'm Surfbox and welcome back to my channel Surfbox Gaming. This time I did the crazy amount of 10,000 lower Kurast runs. I am finally finished and it has taken months to do. But now I'm finished, finally. I have been looking so much forward to show you guys what I've been finding. So let's not talk too much and get into the video, and I'll hope you guys will watch to the end. Enjoy very much. My very first drop was on run 166 and it was a gold rune. Run 334 and not a gold rune. On run 540 it dropped me an mal rune. Only 33 ones later I dropped another mal rune. After 609 runs, a guy called Mr. Rotting Corpse dropped me a burr rune. Yes, very nice. After 760 runs, another gold rune drops, and it is already the third one in this 10,000 runs video. After 848 runs, I dropped my first pull rune. It took me 949 runs to find my first ohm rune. Very nice drop. At this point I did my first 1000 runs, and on run 1176 I dropped another ohm rune. A little over 100 runs later I dropped my first rune at run 1289. Over 400 runs later on run 1712 I dropped another mal rune. Run 1793 gave me my second pull rune. It took me 1811 runs to find my first ist rune. A nice drop on run 2069, another ohm rune. Yeah boy! A mal rune dropped at run 2271. Another pull rune dropped after 2451 runs. Run 2575 dropped me another rune. The very next run, on run 2576, Mr. Skeleton dropped me my second East rune. Rune at run 1701. On run 2825, another mal rune dropped. It took me 2883 runs to find my first Rex rune. Very nice. And boom! This super chest gave me a Sir rune, my very first Sir rune on run 2985. At this point I made over 3000 runs, and now on run 3067 another Wex rune dropped. Another gold rune, or gul as it is called in Danish because it means yellow, dropped on run 3341. The next two drops on run 3482 and run 3651 was also gold runes, so that was 3 gold runes in a row. Only 9 runs later, another rune dropped. Some demon spawn somewhere must be really tired of gold runes, because the next 2 finds on run 3763 and run 4268 7 that is yet another 2 gold runes. Another rune at run 4325. On run 4347, another east rune dropped. Another pull rune dropped at run 4620. 45 runs later, another gold rune dropped. On run 4725, another rune dropped. And at this point I have lost count of how many gold runes I found, but at run 4785 I found another one. Almost halfway, and yet another Sir rune drops at run 4854. Yes baby, very nice and thank you. At run 4863 I found another pull rune. At run 4964 another high rune dropped, and it was an Ohm rune. Hang in there everybody, because we are over halfway there. And run 5102 I found another east rune. At run 5145 I dropped another Ohm rune. Very nice. Almost 200 runs later, another rune. At run 5563 another Sir rune dropped, or a Sur rune, because that means angry in Danish. Now you know that. And another Mal rune dropped at run 5636. Not even 100 runs since the last one, I found another Sir rune at run 5638. Run 5702 gave me another pull rune. 23 ones later, another Mal rune. And run 5817 gave me another rune. The next 1000 runs, somebody must have thought that I still needed some Mal runes, even though I found a lot of them already. But over the course of the next 1000 runs, I found 4 Mal runes in a row. Furthermore, between run 6046 and run 6727, I didn't find anything, so that was a really long and boring period after doing so many runs. But as we all know, patience is everything in this game, and on run 6841 another Ohm rune dropped. We now crossed the 7000 mark, and run 7032 another pull rune. And yet another pull rune at run 7094. A pretty nice rune drop at run 7204. It was another Vex rune, and you can never have enough of them. Pull rune dropped at run 7228 at Mr. Skeleton. And Mr. Super Chest can also flex Wex at run 7246. If you ain't got no pal, you can always find a Mel at run 7306. Long time no see, another gold rune dropped at run 7378, the first one in many runs. At run 7619, another rune dropped at Mr. Luck. At run 7861, another Wex rune dropped, and that is always a nice rune to drop. At run 7888, another rune dropped. At run 7923, another pull rune dropped, and I had a lot of them already. At run 7947, I dropped another rune. For some reason my program didn't record this, so I just took a screenshot at it. At this point it started to get really tough doing the same thing over and over again, and I had to admit that the last 2000 runs took several weeks to complete. But I had set my mind to do 10,000 of runs, so that's what I did. You have to soldier on, never give up. At run 8240, I found another gold rune. Almost 200 runs later, I found another pull rune from a chest. An rune dropped at run 8456. The very next run dropped me a very nice high rune from Mr. Skeleton. It was the Ohm rune. And this is a really good drop, another Sir rune from one of the super chests in run 8622. Yes baby. Only 23 runs later, Mr. Rotting Corpse dropped me an East rune. Thank you, Mr. Rotting Corpse. On run 8783, another pull rune dropped. On run 8847, Mr. Groot, lying dead here on the ground, gave me an East rune. Thank you, Mr. Groot. Yet another Mal rune at run 8991. With less than 900 runs to go, another Sir rune dropped, which kept me motivated here at run 9123. And this beauty dropped at Mr. Groot at run 9195. At run 9273, another rune dropped. And here is another gold rune at run 9334. At run 9389, a pull rune dropped. Another rune dropped at run 9444 at Mr. Rotting Corpse. Run 9477, another East rune dropped. And where the hell is my low rune? And we are coming to an end very soon, and a gold rune dropped at run 9594. At run 9600 and 9735, I dropped yet another 2 pull runes, and at this point I really started to think, where is my bird rune and where is my low rune from the super chests? It's nearly 10,000 runs without any of those. And this is the very last drop of these 10,000 runs. It's an own rune at run 9788. So this is it, everybody, the results of 10,000 lower Kurast runs. I found 15 pull runes, I found 15 runes, I found 13 mel runes, I found 7 east runes, 14 gold runes, 5 Wex runes, 9 Ohm runes, 6 Sur runes, and 1 Burr rune. In total I found 84 runes from pull to burr. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about these drops. Was it worth it, or do you think it's quite a good haul in 10,000 runs? But all there is left to do, guys, is just to say thank you to everybody who watched this video. Please like and subscribe, because I put a lot of effort in this video. 10,000 lower Kurast runs. Coming up next is a 1000 Grand Charm identification video, so you can look forward to that, and I will promise you there will not go 5 weeks before my next video comes out. But thank you once again, and until next time, take care, bye bye.